Mir. Stood up well to him there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Too long, and over the line. João Cancelo for Messi. Drogba. Dani Olmo. Interesting ball. And he's there to get it away. Barcelona have been defending beautifully lately. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Beckham.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's Drogba. And it's Messi. João Cancelo. Drogba. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's the chance to counter. Mir. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Dani Olmo. Goodell gets over and intercepts. Bade. Looking tidy in possession here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
That's it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Mir certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Beckham. Dani Olmo. Goodell. Well, there's the clearance.
It's looking pretty clear now, Peter, that the wide players have been told to get the balls in much earlier here.
Yeah, Jim, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, crosses that are not carefully selected, but they are very effective.
Now the counter. Dani Olmo, and it's played forward. Drogba, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Cancelo cuts out the pass. Beckham, and it's Drogba. Played out to the left flank. Good spot, he's seen the run. Ferran Torres. Oh, shooting chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Ferran Torres cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Lamella's diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
João Cancelo. Dani Olmo. Roberto Carlos. Goalkeeper's ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Already up and running for the second half. It's dropped! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they want to see their team make all the running from here.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Rafinha! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Gently done. And he's forced to go back. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
He gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
Goodell! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Moved on forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Danny Olmo, your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to...
Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. That's a booking, always looked it. Quite a threat. The changes then in quick succession. And the finish! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Rafinha probably never met anything better in his footballing life until he smashed that volley. Magnificent.
Barcelona can have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
So not long left in this now. Is this to be it? Is this where... And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
En-Nesyri, out to the left it goes. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
would have been ball into box.
Roberto Carlos. The pass is intercepted. And it's been taken straight back. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's the throw. Suso has it in a wide position. Suso towering header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And it's Son Heung-min. And that's that. Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre, and the decibel levels are rising. It's Borja Garces has given away a free kick. Johnny Evans. Beckham. Barcelona have been very strong away from home, still to lose on the road. And it's Roberto Carlos. For Messi. Sends it forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Mesa. Borja Garces. And he's on his way! Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let it past. And here's Robin. Good spot, he's seen the run. Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Shifted upfield. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Roberto Carlos. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Beckham. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Has a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Borja Garces. Real chance! In relief, it just needed better contact. João Cancelo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, that's surely a foul free kick. That was venomous. Roque Mesa is, of course, making his first start in quite a while now. Brilliantly cut out. He's had a shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an...
Gary Olmo has got himself a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. That was travelling. Mesa. Looking for the runner. He's in space and looking for options. No way through, so back. Can he put it away? Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos. Beckham. And it's Fernando Torres. That has been cut short. Some good work on the right flank here. Borja Garces! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Koundé is there to heave it away. Now, who's going to be first to this? Mesa. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's played into the area. He just whacks it away. He's in great chance! Well, it was a nice set-up, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
João Cancelo knocks it away. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And that has been cleared. And the shot! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we're already back underway here. And here's Messi. João Cancelo, Messi, Robben, shot a goal! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And he's done it again, he's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's run loose here. Oh, good spread. And it's Beckham. He's played him through. Oh, that's nice. And he was alert to it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Johnny Evans spots it and intercepts. Dani Olmo. And Torres! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Fernando Torres just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Rafinha is coming on, a player whose recent development has been truly eye-catching. Strong running down that left flank. The referee's awarded a free kick. By the keeper, he's read that well. Robben, 2 goals to his name already. Gently done. And that could set him on his way. Gets away from his opponent. Turns and goes back. And it's Beckham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
And the finish! So close to drawing level.
I can't hide away from how important that was.
Borja Garces, he's tried one! And that could have brought them level. And it's Messi. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
He's having a go! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. João Cancelo. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So, another set play. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. João Cancelo attempts a clearance. Missa. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper passes the test.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Cleared away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, it's knockout time. It is still, of course, just a game of football, but it is a different game of football in terms of its mood. I don't think that you could get away with telling any of these players, let alone the crowd assembled here, that this is anything like what went before. As far as winning the competition is concerned, every game from this point on is win or bust. It is knockout football time. A few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against.
Barcelona have a free kick.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming, but stopping it, another matter.
He's having a good look here. It's hit the upright. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. It's a good foot in there. Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Rafinha! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Well, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, played right into his path. Rafinha is flagged offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lobotka, Mount, knocks it out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Lobotka, passes short and sharp. Koundé attempts it, he's having a go! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Johnny Evans. And it's Beckham. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Mount moved on forwards. It's run loose here. As good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Cross goes in there.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Dani Olmo. Moved forward and quickly so. Defending of the desperate variety. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo was steaming forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Interesting ball. Donnarumma will lay claim to that. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they go.
Can he finish? He's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's had a shot! That's caused the 1-0 too.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Lobotka to Martinez, and it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. He is just caressing the ball. Can he get away here? Ferran Torres. Nice physical challenge. Bruno Fernandes proves too strong. Mount has a goal! A terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
They've played it short.
Manchester United are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's played into space. Lovely feet. He's got... Can he finish? And now they can clear their lines. Martinez. And it's Lowton. Bruno Fernandes. And he comes up trumps again.
That's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as we'll see.
Sudden chance to counter. Over to the left. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's left his man. It's dropped. Get that clear. Should have put that one away.
Drogba was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
And here's Robben. Fiddles it through. Dani Olmo shapes to shoot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Martinez. Reguilon, ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the counter is on. Good spot, he's seen the run. He is through here. A lot of space ahead of him. Turns and goes back. Is there any support? He might not need it. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mount. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Played out to the left flank. And that's it. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions utopian, the sun is high in the sky, it's a truly beautiful afternoon, and the crowd reflect that. Their faces hopeful, their smiles beaming, levels of excitement and expectation are soaring, and you get the feeling that this could be a very special occasion indeed. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And we're underway. Barcelona have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
De Jong smoothly does it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Barcelona were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And here's Leon's cross. And that has been clubbed away. Out to the left it goes. Could move up a gear here. And it's Robin. Messi.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Chance! Keeper pulls up a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's gone backward here. It's anyone's goal now. A sudden chance to counter. Messi! Who's going to be first to this? De Jong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sends it forward. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, shooting chance! A terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Pressure. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Leon gets it back. Nice bit of trickery. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he cuts out the supply. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think that...
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Massive leap! He will be livid with himself. And it's Son Heung-min. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckham. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Beckham is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gently done. Robin looks to get on the end of this. It's gone out for a throw-in. Over to the left. It's Son Heung-min! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mass. Messi. Messi! Oh, that's a waste.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Cresswell. Drogba gets away from his opponent. Cresswell. And here's Son Heung-min.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the shot! He really went all the way.
Son Heung-min can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Knocks it away. And here's Beckham. Beckham. And Beckham! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
De Jong. And it's Leon. Gets his pass away. That's a foul. The referee's given it. Leon did incur the wrath of the referee and deserved himself a booking in the process. Clearly not happy with that. Leon. Real chance! He's got a goal!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's got to be a change. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
Danny Olmo. Showing great feet there. And he was alert to it.
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Nice control. Now it's Messi. There's the shot! Roberto Carlos. Danny Olmo. Oh, sweet feet. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist. When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that thing. And that's that. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. There's the whistle, and here we go. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. So a meeting of first and second. This really is about as good as it gets. Toni Kroos. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Barcelona have been very strong away from home, still to lose on the road. Foden.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
In again.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box. That speaks of little ambition.
Cresswell. To Messi. João Cancelo. And it's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he has been fouled there.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Beckham is behind this one.
Beckham!
It's hit the crossbar!
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this. And
Great lead! He's still got to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Martinez. And back to the goalkeeper. Now there's a foot. Oh! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's the shot! Collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
De Jong. Messi. Jimenez gets a foot in here. Toni Kroos. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Raul. That looks a cracking ball. It's Modric! Relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Son Heung-min. Decent progress down the left. It's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Cancelo. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way through. Well, the ball's come loose here. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Robben. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Stood up well to him there. João Cancelo. Robben. Kroos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Threads one in. He'll play through for the wide man. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. The first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
at least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Close with the foul.
Well, I know there's plenty of time left in this second half yet, but that's a goal which deserves to win this match. And now that the skipper has delivered such a beauty, the whole team will have a confidence thrust.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Keylor Navas hunts it upfield. Shifted upfield. And it's Drogba. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Some really good ball movement. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Spot on, Peter.
Sends it forward, and here's Raul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Foden.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Back into the middle, out to the right. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh no circumventing this opponent.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Hallo was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
He is through here.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Lucas Vazquez. Modric, looking for options for movement. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but... And the shot! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in.
Big chance! What about that from Fernando Torres? And that has raised the roof! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
It's Son Heung-min! Managed to get it away. Oh, he's trying to skip past it. Has a shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona, and time is up. Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two... He's tried one!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Beckham, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcelona were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same.
Well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
Oh, that's a key interception. De Jong. Great defending, strong and determined. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Barcelona come into this game after winning El Clasico. Drogba. Now that's been intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's neat. Just eases him off the ball. Ugoduro. Threads one in. Face to face with the keeper. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the finish! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Beckham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, good spread. Laid back in. That is a great ball. He can get that clear. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. He's having a go! Barcelona could counter here. Looking for the runner. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. We hit half-time, but it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Barcelona pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Roberto Carlos. Roberto! He's beaten the keeper and hit the post. That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Chance for the header! With his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And here's Drogba. Got a shot away! Lacking in accuracy.
Barcelona have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Sends it crossfield. Smoothly does it. Crossed into the middle. Back on the ball again. Rebic with the slide tackle there. João Cancelo with a definite foul there. And the shot! Oh, it's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Eric Garcia. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
That has been cut short.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And the keeper's got it again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Drogba. And here's a chance! Should have equalised.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona have the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Messi. Might be danger here. That tackle was certainly sturdy. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Now then, a bit of déjà vu about this. A routine perhaps we've only just seen. Roberto Carlos! Decent hit from there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Out to the right. And now the breakaway. Vesca. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Hits one! And that's that. Well, we welcome you to our coverage of the return leg of this first round tie. The outcome of the first leg could hardly have been more convincing. It leaves the general consensus being that the second leg should be little more than a mere procession, and you can understand why folk are feeling that. Well, there have been some notable comebacks over the history of this competition.
It's one!
Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Oh, he's really drilled it. Can he finish? What a save! Terrific reactions! He's there to make a great save.
Messi sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Barcelona with another corner. Have their second corner now. Decent enough try.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Robin. Messi, room for a shot.
Messi!
He's going to be first to this. And he's there to get it away. Dani Olmo. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good spread. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Dani Olmo. It's ball kick. Shaw. It's a sharp little ball here.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United!
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Has a goal! And he's found the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Drogba really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Ferran Torres!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Beckham. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Manchester United really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your...
He's having a go!
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Now the finish!
Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's hoisted clear. McTominay. Maguire. And it's Pasalic.
Big chance!
It's loose. Who's going to get there? Well, they could break here. And it's Drogba. McTominay does really well there, strong defending. Fiddles it through. Dani Olmo. Messi. Very nicely done. Beckham.
then, a magnificent effort.
Great hit! He's done it!
So now the difference is 3. Out to the right. Gently done. And it's Drogba. It's lofted through here. Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. This possibly the last play of the half. Keeper's dealt with that.
Great chance!
Bruno Fernandes. And the first half is done.
Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage.
Towering header!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
A few ironic cheers tell the story. Barcelona can start a counter here. Now it's Messi, and they can counter here. Robin. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cresswell. Now it's Drogba. Messi. Messi! That's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
So will they make it count again? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. Beckham looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Time for a change in personnel.
He's had a hit!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Beckham. Pasalic to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let him past. Now it's Ferran Torres. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. It's Drogba! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade. He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Over to the left. Played back in. Fernandes. Shot a goal! Now who's going to be first to this? Crunching tackle. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Rebut! It's hit the upright. That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
That is played back to front. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's had it taken off him. Maguire. Oh, that was vital. Out to the left it goes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bruno Fernandes. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Nice interception, well timed.